All right, hello and welcome to the Natural 1's TTRPG channel here on Twitch and in the future, YouTube. We're on our session 52 today. It's been about a month since we went live. Various things have been going on, but that's okay. We here now. And with me, I have Travis. Who's your character for this campaign?
I'll be playing Soulstar. I ride dragons and I make sandwiches. I'm a half-elf rogue who swashbuckles. And, yeah.
Cool. And soon you'll be making sandwiches on your dragon that you're riding.
That would be an extraordinary feat.
That would be. And we got Agni. Who's your character for this campaign?
I am playing Lila, an Earth Genasi cleric who sometimes really struggles to keep her party alive when they like to go off the rails.
Oh, that's what clerics do.
I can feel your eyes just burning into me right now.
Oh, can you now?
Just a little bit of judgment in the voice.
And last but not least, we have Andrew. Who's your character for this campaign?
I'll be playing Thimble, the Fey Wanderer Ranger human, ? Honestly, I don't even know at this point. They've been altered so many times.
All right. That was working. There, cool. Just making sure my mic was on in Streamlabs, which it is, so good. No repeats. All right, so last time we left off, you were inside this dungeon that was once belonged to an Illithid. And there was 3 necro beings inside protective sigils, unable to breach. And you came across 2 wrath demons that seemed to be statuesque until provoked. Well, we're going to pick up where we left off, top of the round with Lila.
Wait, with me? Shit.
Yeah, you're top of the round. And we did have an intrusion of stone gargoyles that have been summoned into the main room that you're in.
Oh, I missed that bit.
That happened like right near the end, right before you right after you blipped out with holding the...
Oh, so I literally did miss that bit.
Yeah.
Yes. Oy vey. And we've used spells and things. So the things in the rune circles, those are moving now, or
no? They're still trapped. We have 4 gargoyles, stone gargoyles, in the room that were summoned by the wrath demons.
And the wrath demons have blipped out, right?
Yep, and Fimble's still holding on to one of them.
They're not both gone, right? I thought it was one at a time.
They both blipped out.
Okay.
One went with you, and then another one blipped out after the gargoyles entered the room.
Yay.
Idea.
Decisions.
I know how to get back.
Yeah.
Oh, do you?
Soulstar's still hidden behind the table and a chair. So.
Ron is over there fighting one of those, and so there's no one in and amongst the gargoyles, right? Like I think I'm the closest outside of Soulstar being hidden.
Yep.
Great.
You're right here, Soulstar, Braun, and Fimble is somewhere in the nether realm, seeing visions of 2001: Space Odyssey.
Cool,
holding on to a sword hilt on the back of a demon pen.
Fabulous. Let's not run up to these guys because they're just gonna gang up on me. And I'm not a solo dolo,
Yeah, you're just You can deal some damage. You're a cleric with a
I can
shield.
deal some damage, but you know how my rolls go. You know how my rolls go. I have a tendency to miss.
Get new
So
dice.
can
No.
I? That's why I'm rolling digitally right now, because can I fling a sacred flame at the one that's closest to me on the other side of the table? So that
This
would
one
be
here?
a dex save for them. Yep.
Alrighty. 13 or 14 or
14.
14? Alrighty.
Mhm.
That's only a 13.
Woo! That'll be 10 points of radiant damage.
Alright.
And then I think I will
As the
back
flames
off.
course over the gargoyle, you can see like a layer of rock just sort of incinerate all around it. So it's like you just
Of
peeled off
rock or rot?
rock. They're
Okay.
stone gargoyles, so it's going to be rock. R-O-C-K.
Cool. And then I would like to use my movement to run over to the lit candle. And I think
You got 25
that'll be
feet. So
yeah, because I know like the demons are gonna appear somewhere over there, because that's where they were at originally, at that end of the room. So I will stay over there, I guess, and that'll be my turn.
Alrighty, Soulstar, you're next. Then we got 2 NPCs and then Fimble.
Can you point out where I am?
Yes, sir. You're right over here in the back corner with your little hula hoop of hidiness.
Okay, cool. Just where I want to be.
Yep.
And there's nobody really behind me. In that
No,
other part
you're
of the
like,
room.
yeah, your back is to a wall, and the only thing in front of you is like is the gargoyle that just got hit with the sacred flame. But you could also see
Cool.
like the other gargoyles.
That guy who got hit with sacred flame, I'm gonna like double up on him and use a sneak attack against him, I guess.
Alrighty.
Let's see. It's been a minute. I'm gonna use my crossbow for this. So
Go for it.
Okay, dexterity plus my proficiency. We can do this. Is it advantage because I'm in stealth, right?
Yes.
Cool. Thank the gods. Okay, that's much better. That's a 15.
Alright, that just hits.
Yes. All right, I got a lot of damage coming your way. Just give me a second for some maths.
No worries.
Oh, 5. Damn. That's not good. Okay, so for sneak attack damage, it was just 10, but I haven't done the actual piercing damage.
Alright, so we got 10 plus.
Let's see. I'm going to use this as a d10 for this. Let's do this. Okay, that's beautiful. Plus my dexterity. That's going to be a 12 damage.
Alright, so altogether
22.
22. Alrighty.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So as you fire your crossbow, it tries to use its wing to cover the bolts, and it hits all the right joints, and the stone parts of the wing just fall to the ground and shatter and rock. So it's got 1 wing now instead of 2.
Oh, dope. Yeah, I'll go ahead and use my movement to get as far away, all the way to the north end of the room at the very top. Maybe take cover behind something. Use my bonus action to hide again.
Okay. So like over towards Braun?
Not towards Braun, maybe more
Or this way?
just hide behind one of those objects, yeah.
Alrighty, so 3/4 covered behind the bookshelf.
Cool.
And then it is this gargoyle's turn. It's gonna dart forward towards Lila. 35. and it's going to do
No.
2 multi-attacks with its stone claws. It's only a 7, so you managed to knock off its block one of its first attack. Second attack was a 17. I don't know what your AC is right now. I forgot.
20.
20. Yeah. So you're able to take 2 of the claws to your shield. You can feel the stone scraping against the steel. Feels like there's marks left in it.
Yay me.
Hey, you. This one's gonna pick up, flap its stone wings, and just loosely hover about in the room and sort of. It's gonna fly over towards Braun and his Echo brother. And then we've got Thimble, you're up next. And we've got 2 NPCs, then Braun, which I guess you guys can decide what to do, but I'll be rolling his rolls on D&D Beyond.
So, I suppose my first question is, what the heck is going on with me right now?
So with you see just an array of colors amidst a dark background. You look up and you see the silhouette of the Wrath Demon with its arms wide out, and it seems its fingernails tearing through the light, and it looks like it's collecting mass energy in both hands, and a bright light in the darkness is getting closer and closer.
Okay. So, what I'm going to do now is going to take some flexibility.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Dispel Good and Evil.
Alrighty.
And that's all I can do this round, actually.
All right.
I have to wait till my next turn.
And go ahead and read off what Dispel Good and Evil does.
So, shimmering energy surrounds and protects you from fey, undead creatures, celestials, elementals, fey, fiends, undead.
Okay, cool.
They have disadvantage on attack rolls against you for up to 1 minute.
Okay.
But there's a way I can end it early and do some shenanigans. So I will be doing that on my next turn, and I will be right back.
That sounds great. All right, so you are protected in an aura of energy around you. And then we've got... it still moves, the light brushes through, and it reemerges onto the battlefield, as does Fimble. Where did I set my other one? Oh, well, whatever. Let's fix this. Set that there. We've got Fimble and the Wrath Demon floating up above near the roof of the dungeon. It's going to clasp its hands together, and a array of necrotic energy is going to shower the room. So everybody's going to make a Constitution saving throw.
I hope I didn't miss anything too dramatic.
No, you're back in the room, and the energy that it's collected in its hands clapped forward, and a shower of necrotic energy is affecting everyone, so everybody needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Good thing we have advantage on Constitution saving throws and a resistance to necrotic energy.
Whoop, whoop.
Wow. Cool. Good thing I
14.
have that resistance. I rolled 2 2s.
2-2. All right. All right. And Soulstar, would you get roll?
Even 10.
Even
Right,
10.
it's smack dab in the middle.
All right. And Lila, you got a 10 as well?
I got a, if it was with advantage, it was 14 first, then 10 was my second
Okay.
roll.
All right. Because it just popped up in the game log.
Yeah, the first one was higher.
Alrighty. So let's roll for damage. And then Soulstar and Lila will take half damage. And that's going to be 18 points of damage.
Reduced down to 9 because of the resistance.
Yep.
And mine is I have to roll it. So this is where it
It's
has advantage
negated.
on and can negate 2d6. So I have to roll 2d6. Roll.
I will likely do the same.
9. So
Oh, I
still-
actually misread mine.
Is yours the same? You have to roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
mine is actually just 9. It's half. 9 points of damage, which is, I'm already pretty hurt. That's great.
Boo.
I forgot how much damage I've already taken.
Oh, yeah. Braun's not looking too good either.
Yeah.
So I was able to negate 3 of that damage. So I'm hurting pretty bad.
Okay.
Gargle is going to go and
Okay.
move inside the room.
Oh, God. Yeah, 3 for me as well. So that's 15 points of damage.
Yep.
Yeah,
Not
it's great.
good. Not good at all.
Super great.
And gargoyle moved, and it's gonna throw out its claws, and stone nails are gonna shoot out towards Bronze Echo Bro. So 19. 12. I think the 19 actually pierces through its AC.
I believe it's a 17 for his AC,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly.
Yep. So it passes through and dispels Bronze Echo. With
Oh, yeah, his
necrotic.
AC is now 18, but yeah, 19 still would have passed through.
Yep. So with the necrotic rain still falling down in the room, Braun is very much bloodied, and he's leaning on his war pick, and he's looking around, scoping out the battlefield. He's going to take a health potion. That's a mighty exhale.
I'm trying to decide what the fuck I'm gonna do.
I know. It sort of sounded like thunder in everybody's earphones.
Sorry. I had positioned it because I had a piece of food right beforehand, so it was closer to my nose.
Where is his health potion? He said he had a health potion. Oh, potion of healing. All right.
Doesn't Braun also have that ability to drink out of his flask and heal a little bit too?
He's already done that for the
Yeah,
day.
it's already happened.
So 2d4 plus 2. 2. 4, so that's 6. Plus 2, so that's 8 points of healing. Alright. Okay. And he finally able to pick himself up. He readies himself for battle. And he looks up at the stone gargoyle that's flying towards him. That's going to be his turn. And then the other Wrath Demon is going to pop up behind Fimble and the other demon. And it's going to attempt to grab Fimble.
But I'm already grabbing someone else.
I know, it's a veritable conga line going on over here.
I was gonna say.
Alright, so it's going to be a strength contest. 20. 17 total.
I rolled a 3, and I'm throwing these dice out the window.
Just make sure the window's open first. Alright. So you're able to pulls you off with its hands and just chucks you down to the ground below. Unless you have a reaction to counter that.
Looking.
No worries. I'm going to go roll for damage just in case.
Well, technically, because I'm falling, the Wrath Demon is moving out of my range. Can I do an opportunity attack?
You can definitely try. I'll allow it.
No, it's not possible. Can't do Misty Step as a react. I don't have any reactions.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, you take 8 points of falling damage.
Okay.
Land right next to Braun. He looks down at you and offers a hand. I pick you up.
Yep. Braun picks me up.
And then he offers you a flask. This should help pick up your spirits. It's helped me.
Okay. I go ahead and take a sip of it.
Alrighty. And actually, it tastes kind of good. A little sweet notes of maple and just a hint of cinnamon. Sweet
Tasty.
and spicy. And we've got...
Is Braun just serving Fireball?
Much.
It might be. Gargoyle moves forward. That's 30. Put him closer into the mix. And Lila, back at the top of the round.
Yay, me.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me real quick.
Sure. 'Cause my perception's so great.
It's worth a
9!
shot. 9. All right. Well, still, that's
Wait, I'm sorry. Did it need to hit me to, grab onto me and throw me down?
it. It was a strength contest, so it was like picking
Okay.
you up.
Never mind.
Yeah. Sorry. But yeah, with your level 9 perception, you see and feel like the room is getting darker, and there's a breeze of coldness. And as you look up, you can start to see snow falling, and the rest of the
Oh.
room goes dark.
Lovely. Well, I don't have my horsey to heal.
Travis. Hey, Trav, can you pop out real quick? All right. So as the room darkens and the snow starts to fall, you lose sight of everybody else in the room, but there is a piercing light off to your left, and the breeze follows and brushes upon you, and you hear a familiar sound of a voice that you heard once before at the frozen lake
Oh.
in a dream. And through... Well, I didn't forget, I just didn't get to it. But your fox breezes through the room, and as it passes everybody, light is shown, and you can see Braun and Soulstar frozen in time, the Wrath Demons floating above, and the wolf changes shape, and you see your deity, Diancet, appear in front of you.
Oh. Why are you doing this to me, Larry?
Because it's not always about Fimble. No. As she comes,
Okay.
she raises her hands, and holy, radiant light fills the room, cursing and purging the darkness from the room. The barriers for the necroshades shatter, the sigils dull out and wipe away and blow away like sand. And she reaches out her hand to you, says, "My daughter, it's time to release your powers."
Okay. I take her hand because I don't know anything better to do.
All right. You grasp hands and you feel a course of radiant energy flow through you. Your shield transforms and transmogrifies, and as your mace does too, shaping and remolding into more of a hammer with magnificent, strong cold damage. The back end of the hammer just sort of flares out in ice. And Diancet holds out her hand and touches one of the necro shades. And the necro being transforms, and the necro curse on the necro shades has been purged, and it is back to its original Feywild form.
Okay. Does this Feywild form look familiar to me at all?
The Feywild form, it is that of an Ents, a living tree,
Mm-hmm.
and its eyes glow radiant yellow. And Diancet looks to you and says, "You've always had this inside of you. You can now purge and cleanse necrotic beings from their curse from being transformed. So you can restore them back to their natural beings once per day. But I'll put that in the homebrew for you and send it off to you after the session.
Okay.
And the rest the rest of the barriers break.
Okay.
And the other necroshades are purified back to their natural form. And each one goes and attacks one of the gargoyles. And as they're battling, you still look around and your friends are still frozen in time. A pathway opens up in the back and more cold air breaches through snow and pushes through, encompassing, and starts to fill up on this new entrance. Leave and take your friends. I can deal with this for now. We'll meet again soon, and I will be able to explain things a little bit more clearly.
You don't have to tell me twice to leave.
Take care, my daughter. And in a snap, everybody's back and unfrozen in time. So Soulstar and Thimble.
We didn't notice this time
Nope.
jump, right? It's like nothing done. Cool.
Yep, you guys are
It's
still...
like a flash and then things change.
Yep. And I'm going to
I feel
roll
cold right behind me, though.
I'm going to roll some attacks real quick. 15, that'll hit. That's a 16, that'll hit.
Well, that changes what I was going to do, but that's fine.
Yep. That's an 18, so all 3 hits. They're going to do some damage. $20 points. 12 points. Another 20. All right, so the Ents just start tearing at the stone golems, ripping off, breaking their wings and grabbing them by the horns, just breaking them bit by bit. And Lila, it's your turn.
Okay. In kind of like I guess you could say like a flare, in the sense of, I'm assuming everybody else, all they see is a flash of light, and all of a sudden they see this figure standing there, and these Ents have appeared.
I would say not even a flashlight. It's just like a blink and things change. Things have changed within a blink of their eye.
Mm-hmm.
I will... So everybody's on the ground, right? I think, if I'm not seeing this correctly.
Yeah. The only thing that are up in the air is one of the gargoyles and both wrath demons. Okay.
I want to turn and run towards Braun. And as I pass Braun and be like, we need to get out of here, I'll cast Mass Healing Word. Hit our party. And so that'll be 14 points of healing.
About 124. There we go.
And that's 30 feet of my movement, so I'm not sure how far that gets me, but I'm assuming I also get an opportunity attack from the one that was facing me.
Nope, it's too busy fighting the Ents to pay you any mind.
Okay. Then.
But
you're pretty much just like.
You're right next to Fimble and Braun.
Okay, yeah. So I would probably just like shove at Braun hard, like just enough that he would turn his head to see that there's a door behind us. And that's the end of my turn, I guess, after yelling at people to GTFO.
Alrighty. We got Soulstar. You're up next.
I guess I would be the first one out the door. Like, first I feel the cold behind me, and then I see Lila running and grabbing Braun.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'll head out the door.
Alrighty.
Let me cast Sacred Flame on somebody before I do that, though. Just for
Absolutely.
shits and giggles.
For shiggles?
As I can. Yeah, so they have to make a dexterity saving throw of 14.
14. Which one are you going after?
Let's do the big bad guy who's at the very top.
There's two of them, the gargoyle or one of the wrath demons?
The Wrath Demon.
All right.
Guy in charge. Let him know who's boss.
All right. Well, we'll go for the one that Fimble was attached to.
Sure, yeah.
Alrighty.
So,
That is only a 10, so it fails.
nice. So 1d8 radiant. We're looking at a 4.
All right. So the flame courses through its around its body, and it singes. And then, as the flame dies out, it reignites, and everything inside the room, besides the Ents, are surrounded and covered in flames, and purged and turned to ash.
Oh, I'm gonna look at like my crossbow, which is what I fired the thing out of, and I'm just like, how did I do that?
You look into the
Like,
room,
shit.
and you see a ghostly, fainted figure of in white robes, and she has her hand. She raises her hands out like this, and you see like two more energy, radiant energy, holding her hands, and she claps it, and stones and rocks and the whole dungeon ceiling starts to cave in as you guys make an escape.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Torvis!
I think we should get out of here, mate. This is getting pretty wacky. And that's coming from a
Tell me
severed head.
twice.
All right. So you all hustle out of the dungeon as the rocks and sorry, switching back to 3% group, and then I gotta do a thing. Put me back in the room. Oh nope. That's
I gotta say though, all in all, not the worst hotel I've stayed in.
Violet back in here. Ooh. Dang it, I messed up. Sorry. Oh, it's because yeah, it's fine. Alright, I accidentally hit the wrong button, so just give me a second.
Problem.
Yeah.
I could tell you all about the last time I went down to Eugene and stayed in a motel. It was the Motel 6, right? So I go to sign in, right? And I'm signing in and doing the paperwork and everything, and they get a call at the front desk, and she has this look of resignation. She's like, "Call security. We have another homeless guy breaking into a room again." I'm like, just signing the paperwork, and I'm like, should I actually finish this? But we get everything. I get into my room. Everything's fine. And then I try and get in later at that night, right? After I'd gone out and done shit. I can't get in because the deadbolt fucking locked itself.
Oh, fuck.
And I go down to the office, and they're like, yeah, this has been a problem with a lot of our rooms. And I'm like, you couldn't have told me before?
Right?
So I finally get in at like 3 in the morning, yeah. So Motel 6 right there by Gateway. Don't stay in that one.
The one that's like right off the freeway.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
Fix the windows real quick.
So it's really lucky that I got us out of all that, right?
Yeah. I don't know where
me.
I'd be without you.
Yep, super lucky.
Thank you. So
Braun's looking at his drink and it's like, did I imagine that? What was going on? I remember.
I don't know. I think I just kicked ass. I don't know how I did it. I guess it was just it's finally my time.
Yeah, sure it was. Yeah.
Couldn't be anything else.
Nope, it's all you, Soulstar.
Right.
You caused the cave-in. That's what saved us.
We still got to get out of here. Yeah. I got it out of that last one. Y'all have to get us out of this next one.
There's just as you exit the dungeon, there is a trail that leads on an incline, and at the end of it, you see two wooden doors. Like it. So, what do you want to do? Here.
Hold on, I was writing myself notes.
Just trying to decide on who should open it.
I don't think Lila's gonna stop, so if anyone slows down, I'm just barreling into the door to see if I could just force it open.
As you run towards the door, right before you connect with it, Celia opens it up, and you just barrel right into her, and you tumble onto the ground. And she's like, I think I figured it out, as you're laying on top of her, like 2 inches from her face. I think we purged the curse.
Uh-huh.
So how was it?
And freed.
No, I think I purged the curse.
Yep.
Are you sure? Because I did some rituals, and a little after that, everything sort of changed. She points up. There's sunlight now. I don't think you did
my
that.
My crossbow did some heavy damage just back there.
Ooh. I don't think your crossbow can make the sun come out.
I mean, I haven't tried shooting at the sun yet, but it's worth a shot now. I think I still have a blasting arrow that I could use. We'll see what happens.
I thought you already tried using that one.
Oh, yeah, I must have. All right, we'll go back to town. We'll buy a new blasting arrow, and we'll test this out. I have a dragon now. I can ride up a little bit higher, too. Can make this work.
Alrighty. So, what you guys?
You're saying the town's clear?
Yeah. She looks around, and there's just a regular ghost town, and so he was like, we took the carriage around the town, and we were able to travel. We even made it back to the gates where we came in. So
yeah, we could explain to you this stuff on the way while we leave. I don't want to.
Sounds good. Everything's already packed up and ready to go.
Good, because I don't want to spend another moment in this town if I don't have to.
0 stars.
I'm already climbing into the carriage or cart.
So Fimble,
Braun's making his way there. He's just a little worn out. I feel like I can sleep for a week.
Hey, Fimble, did you learn a lesson about not going wandering at night? Maybe, possibly, hopefully.
I'm dizzy. I can't hear you.
It's okay. I still got the slumber cuffs. We got them if we need them.
All right. And Celia gets into the carriage on the driver's side, and Alex sits beside her, and behind and beside her, in her combat wheelchair. And she plots out a course, and the carriage goes through the west gates and back down through the mountain range until you get to and you start making your way back down the carriage on the other side of the mountain range. And let me bring up the regional map. Well, Alex turns around and looks at everybody. What happened? What was? Did you find anything useful?
Oh,
Sure.
yeah. I hold up Torvis's head. We found Torvis a brain.
And some skin.
Hi there.
And the rest grew back.
All that? Hi there. Nice to meet you. So you put a brain in his skull and you regrew?
Yeah.
That is some foul magic indeed. Interesting. She
I mean, he
puts
does
her
stink
hand.
a little, but
She puts her hand on Tarvis's head and sort of looks up a little cross-eyed at the hand and like, oh, what you doing there, lady? Huh. I guess you're not cursed after all. Yeah, just a head, friendly head. I won't do you no harm.
yeah, we're gonna look for a body for him.
No,
Like
Fimble.
anybody,
You're
or
you're the one that wants to look for a body for him. I don't.
No, I'm gonna
get
side
it.
with Fimble on this one. We should find this guy a body. Because
I mean,
otherwise
if you
he's
want
just gonna
to-
dig up the place.
Yeah, if you just want me to keep walking around with Torvis's disembodied head,
That's so much weirder than walking around with somebody else.
can I add? I too would like to have a body.
So that's
I get it.
Do you have a
the
preference
stone
on
lady-
which body, or
Well, if you could find my,
body we find?
I don't know. This is all new to me.
But like patchwork, you find like an arm you like. We find a toe, maybe
Well,
a different nose for
you
you.
probably might
That
have
one's
to.
not really
I mean,
working.
You
for
might
you.
have to start with like the neck down. I don't think you just put a.
just a brain worked. It might have been a magical brain, but it worked.
True. But, if you could find me a body, I'm not going to say no. I get the stone lady doesn't like my advances towards her. Lesson learned. No worry. I'll move on.
Hold on. So okay, I know you might be biased towards wanting your own body back, but have you thought about maybe enhancing yourself a little bit, right? Maybe instead of a human body, you have like a panther body, right?
He's a
That'd be pretty cool.
orc.
I'm
He's
an
a half
orc. Yeah.
Oh, well, instead of an orc body, you could have a orc head and a panther body. That'd be pretty cool. Be pretty tough. Or maybe you could have like a Goliath body too. Even bigger, tough, right?
Whatever you find, we can discuss that when the time comes.
I just don't want your
thinking.
size
I
to
do
be
like the
too
way you
low,
think.
right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
But for
It's
now,
trim big here.
for now, I think, I'll just tag along, and if you find me a body, great. If not, I'm just lucky to be alive and not trapped in a hell of King Cervantes and Horvath and all those other archdevils. It is nice to breathe some fresh air. So I'll thank you that for the rest of my days. And I don't even know how many days I have left. I don't know if this brain has an expiration date.
Apparently it doesn't, because otherwise you would have been completely dead.
Yeah.
We'll just run the clock out on this one.
Yeah.
What else did we find back there? I got a couple daggers. I'd like to show them and see if they know anything about these Illithid sacrifice daggers.
Alice.
I wish I had taken better notes.
Alex looks over the knife. And yeah, this is definitely some blood sacrifice dagger that Illithids use for their magics. I gotta say, if you were looking upon this, it could get you a fair price.
Does it do any like magical? It would benefit me in any way?
Not unless you have some dark magic about you. This thing seems to harness and accentuate blood magic and dark arts of the sort.
Is there a way to learn this power?
There's a few. I mean, you could always sell your soul to an elder god or demon, become yourself a warlock, but then you're bound to that demon and its wants and needs.
Exactly. Is there a way to practice blood magic that doesn't rely on anybody else? Can I just use the power of my own blood and not worship a deity or a god and sell my soul?
I don't know. I'll have to do some reading.
Yeah, we'll follow up on this. I'm interested now. These daggers seem like they could be pretty powerful. I know that they were used in sacrifice. I would like to use them. I would like to redeem them almost. Like all the blood that was shed with them, I would like to redeem those lives somehow, now that I have them in my possession.
I see. Well, do you mind if I hold on to this knife for a moment as I do some research?
I have two of them. You can have one of them. Yeah.
Excellent. She hands you... No, she takes the one that she had in her hand and wheels off into the back corner next to Braun and starts going through her books, and she's using the knife to skim read through. Braun lays back on a chair, his hat folds over his eyes, and he just zonks out and starts sleeping. Well,
I mentioned to Celia that while we were in there, we had released several what looked like, lost spirits and souls that were not.
I'm sorry. What did you do?
Prison break.
Released a bunch of trapped spirits.
Trapped spirit. Interesting. Very interesting. Do you happen to know why they were kept and captured? Was there anything
Didn't
else?
ask.
Didn't ask? All right. Oh, I know what I gotta do. Admit. One moment. Bringing up the region map. Yeah, I got it. It's being recorded. Close. Share screen. And map. Sure. Share screen. Oh, dang it. Didn't save.
No.
Yep. Alright. So you make your way through the Congolata Pass. If you guys want to rest up and heal thyselves, you're more than welcome to do so. Oh, I know why. I can't.
Sorry, did I hear
Shoot.
long rest?
Alright, so I'm gonna have to go back real quick. I can't hide that and show. Go back to admit. I'll do something else. This will work. Maybe. We shall see.
Along, excuse me, along the road, I guess since I rode my dragon and such, I'd like to mention to Lila, be like, hey, why don't you take your horse out and, I don't know, try and ride with it or bond with it or...
Sure. Let's take a short rest first. Let's
I'm kind of curious.
$15. There we go.
Celia's looking back at everybody. Seems a little worried that you guys haven't been really mentioning what's going on. She thinks you're hiding something that happened.
She's welcome to tag along next time.
Well, she turns around and she asks everybody down there, so like, did you come across any Illithids? Like, they don't really part with their ceremonial daggers, easily.
No, we came across some demons, right? They weren't Illithids, were they?
They were demons.
Yeah.
Like, what did they look like?
I don't think I wrote down what they looked like. Did they look like
Scary looking
Illithids?
guys with swords inside them.
Was there like any markings or anything?
They had the buckles they wore spelled wrath on their belts between the two of them.
Wrath. So you came across some wrath demons. Wow. That's pretty rare. Takes an awful lot to, have such a being under one's control. It's very interesting. Was there some sort of... Two?
I don't know if the Wrath Demons were in control or if they weren't, because they just popped out, but there was also necroshades there that were like in prison too. They couldn't move and do anything. So I don't know who was actually in prison and who was the wardens and who, it was hard to make out what was what.
I'll be completely honest, I was in space most of the time, so I have no idea what happened.
Fair enough. Just to see you all alive and breathing is good enough. And as she says that, Braun just lets out a large snore. Rolls over off to his side. Well, feel free to rest up. I'm going to be about a day's travel down the pathway till we get to the other side of the mountain.
Sounds good, I guess.
I'll make myself a sandwich before I take a nap.
Alrighty. And you go through the station where all by Celia, find all through the food provisions and start making yourself some food. And Lila, you look out through the carriage window and you swear you see snow falling. And a flash of Dying Set, it pops up in your mind. And you hear the remnants of her voice echoing through your ears. My daughter, you're the only one that can save me and help stop the Dark Triad from freeing Shaluth.
Wait. Save you? Save you? How the hell am I supposed to save a deity?
With your friends here, I'm pretty sure you can just about do anything. You've come so far already. Your father and I are very proud of you. And we know what you can do, and we know the strength.
Wait. My father and you?
Yes, Edric.
I thought you were calling me your daughter as in like, oh, my children of my faith, not literally your daughter.
You don't have to raise your voice at me. You are my daughter.
Oh,
And you have the same powers and abilities that I do, though they may be locked. But there is a temple north that may be able to help you free the rest of your abilities in Belphegor's promise.
Oh, dear Lord. Okay. A temple north in Belphegor's promise. I should write this down.
Probably.
North.
In the Vault of Aganju was built by the domain and built around the temple of Diane Set. They've perverted much of what remains there, but with your new ability, you might be able to cleanse the darkness and restore balance, power.
What was the name of the place that needs cleansing?
The Vault of Aganju. Which
Vault of...
right here.
I see it. I was looking for the spelling right there.
Yep.
Vault of Gondru. Cool. Yeah, real great. You know, from this like event that was happening, I was sitting here playing with my Hero Forge, being like, just things and stuff and cool things, and I feel like my new image is too fitting for this situation. Hold on, where is my stupid thing?
I don't know.
Here it is. Where is it? There we go.
Continue your path. Help your friend Fimble. They're going to need all the help they can get. There's a lot of darkness coming. But never forget the light. And she fades off. And the snow that you saw dissipates. And you're back onto the rickety road on the carriage. And Braun
Cool.
farting in his sleep.
I'll what's it called?
I don't know. What is it called?
I'll take Soulstar's suggestion and pull out the horsey thing. Bobber. My brain is just so gone right now because of you. The Phantom Steed. That's what it is.
Okay.
And kind of go for a ride just along the carriage to think.
Alrighty.
Cool.
So you slide open the window and call forth the steed, and it, like thunder crashing down, it gallops right across, right beside the carriage, and you jump off onto its back, grab the reins, and just pick up speed, and you trail ahead of it, giving
Cool.
yourself some space from the carriage and everybody else so you can be alone in your thoughts.
Yeah. Dear God. Literally.
And I'm going to do a little bit of time jumping since you guys are resting up, and we're going to jump to the next day. As the sun breaches the horizon and starts rising in the sky, early morning. As you travel, just meet the bare end of the trail of the Congolata Pass. And you realize it's been a while, and provisions are running a little short for the horses.
How many more days does this travel take?
Well, it's going to be about 3 more days before you get to the forest.
Okay. So in that, one of the things I can at least help with the party on, words.
Yeah.
As I notice that we start running low on provisions, like let's say it's like 2 days, it looks like we have 2 more days of provisions. I'll swap one of my spells, and have create food and water the next day, so that way, there's plenty of provisions to go around just in case worse comes to worse. It says you create 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water on the ground or in containers within range, enough to sustain up to 15 humanoids or 5 steeds for 24 hours. The food is bland but nourishing and spoils if uneaten after 24 hours. So at least like we can have secondary rations if need be.
I can also go out and hunt. And fish.
I got some spices up in my bag that I can toss
good
on
at
that
fishing.
that's food too.
And
You
what do you
kill
guys
one
want
of
to
the
do?
horses and eat them.
So what do you guys
just want to head to the forest, or do we want to make a stop in Venland and pick up some supplies? because that looks like to be the closest town. Unless you guys want to go to the cursed city of Kuldhara, which I'm not in a haste to be cursed again. So I think
being cursed is not fun.
No. Being cursed
let's
is
see.
not fun.
You said you wanted to go out and hunt. I could go like assist you. We could do like a hunt one evening. Maybe pick up something to sustain us.
Let's do it.
Yeah. It's almost like searching for traps, but just the opposite. So I could teach you that.
I mean, I don't need you to teach me how to hunt, but I appreciate the thought.
Damn. Okay. Well, we could do it anyways.
Okay.
In about an hour, Celia spots a place for the carriage to stop and everybody get out and stretch your legs. Right about here. So the forest is, I'll bring it closer, just outside the forest. Canopy line. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and make camp, and Bron's rolling the barrels down the ramp from the back, setting them up and helping along. Calls out his Echo Bro to scope the perimeter.
I'm gonna go out, check out the surrounding woods, see if I can find something to eat.
Okay, well, somebody
I
should
might
go
even
with
bring
you.
some back.
Well, that would be very
Soulstar,
beneficial.
you wanna come?
Yeah, let's stick to the buddy system.
Okay. Yeah.
I think as we stop to make camp and Lila gets off the fuck my life Phantom Steed and
Word today.
sits in the camp, it's very much that like stunned silence of like my processor has not caught up. Writing was just something to do because the brain is still stuck back in the Gondola Pass.
She is definitely a horse girl.
Yep, there you go. Yeah. Yep. That's great.
Yeah.
I think it's very much like just going through the motions of helping people like set up camp and do this or that, but she's very quiet and just like eyes staring off into space like the fuck.
All right. So, Soulstar and Fimple, you wanted to go hunting? Go ahead and make a couple of survival checks, see if you can find any tracks.
18, 10. How many do you want us to make?
2 each.
Okay.
I got a 14 and an 8.
All right.
18 and 10.
All right. You see a patch of tall grass that has been trampled down. And as you get closer, you can see a couple of sets of deer and fawn tracks that travel into the wood. They still seem fresh, and they head off north from your location. So northeast.
I have a natural explorer for
Oh, you can't see the
forests. So
I will follow Fimble's lead on this one.
Difficult terrain does not slow your group's travel. Your group can't become lost except by magical means. Alert danger. Let's see. While tracking creatures, you can learn the exact number, size, and how long ago they passed through the area.
Okay. So you notice that there are.
And my proficiency is doubled, so that.
Cool.
Shit.
So you notice that it's two families of deer and elk, sort of traveling north. There's a couple large bucks, some large doe, and some about 3 different small fawns following them in their pack.
Oh no.
All right, I'm gonna. How far away are they?
They're about, say, about 130 feet away.
All right, I'm gonna move into stealth here.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Definitely crouching down for this one.
My bow at the ready.
Okay. If both of you want to make some checks for me to keep your stealth as you move.
Oh fuck. I got you at a 15.
15's good enough.
13.
13. Your head horns are sticking up out of the tall grass.
Looks like a deer though.
And
Actually, it's just camouflage.
yeah. And when you step forward, the ground is a little wet, so you're making some squishy sounds as you crawl forward.
Yeah.
To get a better look at the deer off ahead, you get about within 45 feet from one of the bucks. As it's
I'll stop right there.
okay. It's picking at some wheat and some other growings on the forest floor. Just pokes his head up and looks around. And he goes back.
Take the shot. Take the shot.
There'd be 2 arrows flying in its direction. Blasting arrows. No.
No.
Instant
It's a
barbecue.
flash cooker. Yeah.
It's already cooked.
The fur is still on it, but hey.
So,
All right. Roll for damage. Or for attack, anyways.
Yeah, for attack. The first roll is going to be a nat 1. The second roll is going to be a 25.
All right. So your first arrow passes right by it. It picks its head up, and just as it's about to turn and move, the other one hits it right in the kill, right below its arms, well, its front legs, and in through its side, and it just topples over and falls to the ground. And the other deer in the area pick up their heads and start
Can I
to
make
move.
a reaction shot and shoot another deer?
Yes, you may.
Wait, how many
Before they
bucks?
run.
How many bucks were there in the group?
2 bucks and then 2 does, female doe, like
Okay,
Definitely,
adult
definitely the
doe.
buck.
I stop you. Actually, there
Okay.
needs to be at least 1 buck.
But
Otherwise,
how
they
many
can't.
does?
2. There's 2 of each.
Well, they can't.
I'm asking him how many does do we
Oh,
need?
okay. My bad.
Oh, they've already run at this point. Yeah, no, they're
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Well. Okay, I didn't know this. I didn't. Interesting. Okay, so you must know a lot about deer.
Well, if we kill all the bucks, how are they gonna come back?
That's something I hadn't thought about. You see, I only hunt people. I thought this would be a lot different than what you have just made it out to be. I learned something new today.
Have you ever dressed a buck?
I can't say that well, not in the way you've dressed a buck. I mean, I put him in a little show outfit and put a little top hat on him.
Help me carry this back.
Get some money out of it, but okay.
It was for
What
charity.
did you want to dress him in?
Yeah.
Do you have a bow tie or something?
I get some rope and I tie it under the front legs of the deer and around the neck, and I, hand him one end.
Okay.
And I pull my arrow out of its side.
All right, so let's take this back.
All right, so you guys
Right?
make it back.
I lived in the Feywild for a long time, and so I did have to hunt for myself. Yeah, the deer there had 6 legs. This is a little weird.
Interesting. Does it have enough meat on it without the 6 legs?
Yeah.
I imagine it would be a lot bigger, a lot meatier.
Yeah, I mean, for us, I only had to kill one every once in a while. Just I would cure the meat and live off that.
Right. Well, I'm more of like a shoulder meat kind of person. I love that, like that shoulder meat, and so I imagine them having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shoulders. That's a lot more than I could eat.
It's a lot. It's riveting.
Right. So we're gonna flash
Just making
forward,
small talk on our way back.
Yeah.
and you make it back to the camp. You see
Is Lilas?
You see Echo, Bronze Echo Bro, sort of around the perimeter. It stops and turns back to the camp, and it sort of leads you back to the camp. As you guys get there, and Celia and Alex look over, like, "Oh wow, that's a what? Is that a 10 spike? It's beautiful. This will definitely do us all a bit of good. Fresh veal is always nice. We can make some stew. Heck, we could probably even make some sandwiches." And she gives Soulstar a wink.
Oh yeah, some sandwiches. I'll get looking at the pantry and see what we got. See if we can't get something going with this.
And you look through the pantries and you see like two 3-foot French baguettes.
Yes, those will do.
Because France is in the
No.
scout. Just some baguettes.
Let's see. So we got the meat already, right? We got the deer. We got a lot of it. I don't think we're gonna need to like ration this out, so we might as well just do something crazy tonight. Let's eat heartily. Let's have a feast after all that happened. So, like, let's have at least like maybe 2 or 3 patties per sandwich, right? And we're gonna want a slice of cheese and lettuce between each of those patties. Some tomatoes on top, of course. For the sauce between each buns,
Alex,
let's do something creamy.
we have some
with vinegar.
spinach. Can I get spinach instead of lettuce? Spinach is better.
Oh,
that.
spinach will work. Yeah, definitely work up the muscles for that. Yeah. Yeah. Do we have any like spiced mustard or anything? Some pickles. Put a couple slices on top. This could really work.
Alex brings up a jar of pickles. Yeah, We got about 5 good-sized pickles.
All right, let's fry up a couple eggs too. Put those on top, and we'll hand them out to everybody.
We're fresh out of eggs, unfortunately.
God. Well, this
They don't really keep too well on the trail. Very fragile.
Well, we should get some chickens in the next town we're in, rather than just have some chickens with us all the time.
Oh, we can keep an eye out. Yeah. Oh, thank you for the bounty.
I'll put all the sandwiches together. I'll give them a nice little diagonal cut so people can enjoy a half at a time, and put a little garnish on each plate. I like to go fancy with my sandwiches. I ain't half-assing it here. Take some pride in my sandwiching.
All right, so you're all gathered around the camp and eating your meals.
Mm-hmm.
Braun still has his Echo Bro patrolling around and sort of kicking himself. Really took a beating. Sorry I let you all down last session. I thought I could do more. But still boggles my mind. Just 1 second we were swarmed by whatever those things were, the necroshades and those demons and gargoyles, and then in an instant the necroshades are gone, and then there's these Enst figures attacking the goblins. A passageway opened up. I know I have a bad memory, but I don't know. Seems a little strange. Anybody really know what went on?
Just another day in the life.
I know we've been through Stranger, but all this strangeness is just, it's mounting up.
Let's just say the goodwill of what we were doing there released the necroshades, and they decided to help us when they returned to their normal selves.
Fine, that sounds good enough for me.
Is that what happened? I thought I'd kicked ass with my crossbow.
I'm not saying you didn't kick ass with your crossbow.
Okay, I think. Okay. Validation.
I'm just saying there's multiple things that happened all at the same time. Yes, exactly.
Okay. I'm much more assured now.
Good. At least one of us is.
Yeah, Lila, you look pretty shooken up. Do you want to talk about what happened? I saw you ride off ahead on your new horse. Do you want to talk about anything? We're here for you.
I think I'm having the same type of crisis that Fimble has had with his parents.
You saw them fuck?
Might as well have.
Well, I'm having that crisis again now.
You're welcome, Fimble.
Is it something besides that? I don't know. Fimble hasn't really talked too much about what he's going through or what they're going through with their parents. So
when you have this perception of oh, your parent just kind of fucked off when you were young, and so they're probably just another Earth Genasi wandering out there. There's really nothing to worry about. And then things come crashing down on you. You get that's about where I'm at right now.
Oh my god, was your mom the wrath demon?
Huh?
Was your mom the wrath demon?
No.
Oh.
Damn. Well, I'm an orphan who was taken in by this criminal.
Oh, we
so
already know
believe
that
me,
you're not an orphan.
Oh. No, I was raised an orphan, and then somebody found me and raised me as a criminal. I don't know who my real parents are. They could be fucking anywhere.
Soulstar, seriously.
Seriously, like my entire past has not come back to haunt you guys yet. It's out
Yet
there.
being the operative
It's
word.
gonna catch up with us. Exactly, it's gonna catch up with us. So let me tell you, I'm ready for the hammer to drop. Ugh.
Nope, I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
Yeah. Braun takes his flask and starts waving around like, anybody want something?
You know what? I will have a swig.
Is this gonna be the day? Is this the day?
It helps
This
the
is the
trauma.
day.
Mark it on your calendars.
Wait, Lila, that's not tea.
I realize. Do I need to make a con save?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, go for it.
God damn.
It's a 7, and since I have these with advantage, that is also a 7. So nope, not doing so great. Just the sip apparently has me fucking sloshed.
Look, you don't have to open up, but just the fact that you took a drink tells me all I need to know.
It's been a crazy day, to say the least.
All right. And as you all sit around and enjoy your meals, the sun starts to set, the moon rises. And night falls amongst the crew.
I could take first watch. If anybody wants to go to sleep now.
Sure, I will try to sleep.
Yeah, you earned it.
All right, so first half of the watch, nothing happens. Nothing. There's just a nice warm breeze of air. You can see the remnants of the deer group head back down throughout the forest, and about 200 feet away from where your camp is, just minus one buck. And just a nice sense of calmness and stillness throughout
I'll
the
kind of
night.
give a nod to the buck. Be like, hey, I see you now and I respect you. You go off with your family.
It turns and looks at you, and it drops a nasty shit and then continues walking.
I tried to connect with nature.
And it said, nope.
All right. So, Braun's going to take second watch. Okay. And again, calm night. Wind brushes through the tall grass, and the campfire dies out as the sun rises again. And a new day dawns, and Celia, and Alex, and Braun start packing everything back up. And as they get everything together, Alex looks at the group like, well, do you want to go to Vinland, or do you want to keep on headed down to the Moonshire Forest so we can get the Horned One, his guardian?
Let's focus on Fimble for now.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
We haven't talked about me in so long.
Yep, it's been ages. Let's focus on Fimble.
Yeah.
Not like that entire dungeon could have been entirely avoided had you not. Anyways, Fimbo, what do you want to do now?
Well, no, because we were trapped in the village. We had to go through the dungeon to get out. I said that we shouldn't go to the village because we're on a time crunch here.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
We can.
speaking of time crunch, I think we should go to Moonshire Forest. I mean, we're not going to have any problems finding food. I can get food anywhere.
Yeah. He's a really good hunter.
Really good hunter.
All right. Well, then to the Moonshire Forest we go. Everybody gets up in the carriage, and south they ride.
Woohoo. We going.
Do our other party members know anything about the Moonshire Forest? Do they know what to expect in there? Like Alex, and have they been here before?
Well,
Any of us have been here.
all I know is that it's very tricky. Some say that once you're inside, you might not be able to find your way out. It's a living forest, and trails seem to vanish and reappear, and I don't know, some sort of weird magic blocks you from entering the center of the forest. We're not sure what, but rumor has it that there's a part of the Feywild Mother lives in this forest, and it uses these tactics to help protect itself from people that wish to do it harm, or to
Good thing that's not
steal its magic and its being. So just make sure to watch your step, check things out. Once we get to the forest line, we probably won't be using our carriage, so we'll have to station it outside the rim and then find a way to
Make our way in.
make our way in and find our way back. Alex pulls out a roll of fine thread, like fishing line, and it's pretty thick. It's like, well, if we tie this to the carriage...
That won't work.
No?
Mother's behind it. It won't work.
Okay, well... Do you have a suggestion then?
You all know the mother raised me, and I mean, we're gonna probably run into her in there some way or another. She didn't want to let me go, and I doubt if we go back, she's gonna let us leave easily. But I've got ideas on ways we can get out.
Good to know.
Yeah,
Well,
I've got an idea.
we'll have you take lead of the group then.
Okay.
Yep,
We've never
Fimble
been
lead
more
the way.
frightened. Yeah, Fimble, this is your home. So, not really, but like this is your element. Yeah, lead us through. and lead us out.
Preferably alive.
Braun throws
If
his
not, you can take me
backpack
out.
on and gets his shield and his war pick. I trust the kid. I'm sure he'll do a fine job leading the pack. Besides, he's got us behind him.
Right.
No pressure, Fimble.
Look up at the trees ahead of us and look at the group. And I'm like, I forget, why are we here again?
You know how I have that horse that likes to appear randomly, and Soulstar's got a dragon that does the same thing. Well, we're
Uh-huh.
here for you now, for yours.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna get a dragon?
We'll see what it becomes. Maybe it's a giant toad. I don't know.
That would be cool. They got sick tongues. I was a toad once, if you guys don't remember. That was the most fun I've ever had in my life.
I was gonna say, isn't Fimble like traumatized by the battle pug that has the toad writing on it?
Yeah.
There's
No,
a
he
reason
was a
why it's
frog.
specifically a frog. I mean, close enough. It's an amphibious creature.
All right. So, Fimble, I'm going to have you make 3 survival checks for me.
Okay. That's cool. Okay. Good at math. Okay. First one is a 9, the second one is a 21, and the third one is a 23.
All right. So, you're a little trepidatious at the start, breaching as you enter into the forest. But you feel a little anxious and nervous for a while, but you quickly regain your senses and instinctively just course through the forest. As the group moves, they can see trees shifting and moving around. There's no birds or any sort of animals making a peep. You just hear the brushing of branches and the creaking of wood as it moves and bends around. And then, yep. Oh, all right. So as they move and bend around, you take a stop and you remember your time with the mother, the layout, and the forest opens up and it reveals itself to you. The hill where Mother was draped over and the roots have rescinded, but the area still remains the same besides that. There's some deer off to the side, some rabbits, birds, and an idol crystal in the center with what looks like to be a swirl of fire inside.
There's nothing weird with the animals, right? There's no 6-legged deer.
You want to make a check?
Sure, I'll do a
Okay.
survival check if that works.
Alrighty.
Fuck. 10. I have a
They-
+6 to survival, goddammit.
Yep.
I rolled a
Yeah,
4.
they just look like regular deer, regular animals. Nothing really stands out.
Okay.
guess I'll reassure Fimble, like, hey, go check it out. I guess this might have to do with you.
Guess so. I approach the altar.
Okay. The closer and closer you get, you can feel the heat coming off the idol, and the temperature rises so much you start to sweat, and you start to feel your skin tan and turn red as closer and closer that you get. Do you have your summoning crystal in hand, or?
Yeah, I suppose I do.
Okay. So you get right next to it, and you're again. You almost your clothes and everything start to smoke and singe up, standing right next beside it. You look, and inside the top of the swarm of fire inside the idol, you can make out a small bird of fire just bouncing around and causing, just spinning around and just flames circling and tangling all around it.
You don't look comfy in there. Why don't you hop over here? I hold out the summoning crystal.
Okay. You touch the crystal to the idol, and fire spits out of the idol and then reforms into a giant phoenix. It flaps its wings, breathes fire all around, and then shrinks down and zooms right into your summoning crystal. And you feel it burn, and you have a mark on your hand. But then the heat drops, the forest stops moving, and a calmness sets upon the group.
Well, that was easier than the last two.
That was a freebie.
Yeah, let's leave. And I turn around, I just start speed walking towards the other end of the clearing.
Okay, we're done.
Yeah, we're right behind them.
Yep.
As you try to make your way out,
Yeah.
the trees close in so tight it looks like a wall of trees that block you in.
No.
The hill with the roots, the roots on the hills grow out and burrow into soil. And I'm going to take a quick 10-minute break because I got to get things set up real quick. So we will be back in 10 minutes.
Oh, darn.
She's
Oh,
waking up
darn.
from her nap.
And now a word from our sponsors.
All right. All right, and we're back from our break. And as the group turns around to look at the hill, admit,
What the hell?
what the hell?
What the? Who the? Why the?
What the heck?
I love the expressions now you can get on the minis. I had a fun time making that
No, I bet.
craziness.
a face appears in front of the group. A hand reaches up and pulls the rest of the roots that hid the face of the mother.
Ooh.
Fancy.
Fimble, you're back. Oh, my
Actually,
lovely
I was
child.
just stepping out.
Were you? But you just got here.
Yep.
It is such a pleasure to see you, my child. Have you been doing well since you've been gone?
I mean,
Have you made a new life for yourself? Don't tell me you've forgotten all about me. I mean, after everything I've given you.
would like to leave.
I know, my child. I am not here to hurt you. I will admit that I may have been harsh at times, but it was only to harden you, to prepare you for the journey that you're on. I've been keeping track of your exploits and your friends here, and I'm quite pleased with what I've noticed. You've grown up to be such a fine protector.
I didn't do it to make you happy.
Nevertheless, happiness was bestowed upon my heart. I still have it. But now I know where it lies. Nephrin Shide, the one who hides in Tiamat Tower through a portal into the Shadowfell. I know you won't do this for me, but for the rest of this region, the Isle of the Living Land. My daughter, I task you with bringing back my heart.
Okay. I'll do it. But only because I was already planning on doing it. I'm not doing it because you're telling me to now. I was already going to do it.
Well, I appreciate that. And it looks like you've been using quite well. The power has grown exponentially since you left. Still a little bit more to go to unlock its powers. But I can bless you and your group with some boons. And where you stand, you see butterflies start swarming around the group. Let me switch back to BattleMap. Oh. Nope. All right. Everything's all wonky wonk. So we'll just go back to this real quick.
Not wonky wonk.
Yep, because I'm a dummy. I forgot to close the participation window on my Zoom. That should fix that. Wow. Yep. Alrighty. There. As the butterflies fly around you, a green aura enshrines. Everybody gets 10 temporary hit points that will refresh at dawn the next day. You're also now immune to poison. And everybody's favorite terrain now is forest. If you already had a favorite terrain, add forest to the list.
We're resistant to poison or immune?
Immune.
Okay.
Is this a forever kind of thing? Or just while we're in this forest?
Until my breath and my heart stops.
Oh, shit. So we get this 10 temporary hit points every day now.
Every day.
That's cool. Fimble, I'm starting to really liking this person.
Well, she is a part of me.
That's you. Turn, and I'm just standing where the opening was, looking and waiting for the trees to part.
Like, you gonna let us go?
I know you're anxious to leave, and you would rather not be here. But just know that you are loved by me and the ones you surround yourself. They will be able to watch over you and protect you when you cannot protect yourself. In fact, the forest will always be with you, no matter where you go. But I bid you farewell, my daughter. Safe journeys. Strike true and carry love and peace about the land. And the trees open up behind you, giving you an exit. Her hand rises up to her face and she starts pulling the roots down slowly to cover her face.
I do like a quick polite bow and then book it out of the forest.
Yeah. The moment the trees start moving, I'm like stepping forward.
Okay.
A little hustle going.
Get the hell out of here!
Braun's kind of stumped. He's like, daughter?
Pun intended.
The tall kid?
I was waiting for that. It's like I knew Braun was gonna make some kind of comment.
I thought I had a son. Guess I have a daughter. Strange. Trails behind the group as they leave. And as you exit the forest, the opening, the trees close behind you, and a green aura flashes through the forest, and you can see it beam out behind you. You can see your silhouettes, and a clear path open itself back up to where the carriage is.
Yay, no fighting?
No fighting. And Fimble, as you walk through the forest,
Knock on wood.
dandelions and little flowers will sprout from where your feet land and when they leave off.
I'm just not having it.
Well, welcome to my comatose state.
It's less comatose and more I'm just pissed that I had to interact with her.
Ah.
I'm pissed that that was your guys' first actual interaction with her.
Mm.
And Yeah, Thimble is just walking and treading on the flowers.
I don't know.
And I'm not saying a word until I get back to the cart.
Okay. So you travel, it seems like for a couple hours, and you see the carriage and the camp set up about 50 feet away around a bend. Sun is just starting to lower. Not a cloud in the sky.
Well, that was a nice brisk walk.
He always does
Um,
this. He wants to make me look like I'm crazy. Every time. She plays
What
nice.
are you going about, Thimble?
Plays pretend. Ooh, here's a boon. You know what the last boon she gave me was? I asked her about my parents, and she took out my eye.
Oh, that's how that happened.
Yeah. I don't believe a word she says about love and kindness in the world. That is not her. She is cruel. She's nature. She's nature. It's what she does.
Interesting. I got a question. Can I go before Braun asks his question? Now, I fucked up your pronouns several times over the course of these several days. But I ain't never heard this pronoun that the mother used for you, calling you daughter. I'd just like to ask you what that was about.
Yeah? What? That's just what she always
Oh.
calls me.
Interesting. Okay. You still want to go by they, them?
Yeah, I don't care what you call me. It doesn't really change who. Yeah.
All right. No further questions. Wait, no, I do have one. Do you still want to go after her heart? You want to restore her heart after what she's done?
Yes. Yeah. The whole world's gonna die if we don't, so.
Yeah, I think it's more of a
She
question
sounds like a
of
bitch.
not letting it fall into the wrong hands than necessarily restoring her heart, I guess is the sentiment I'm getting here.
Yeah. Well, also, the longer her heart is out of the Nidhogg forest, it will slowly kill the land and the surrounding area.
That,
Son of a bitch.
that's probably a good reason.
Yeah, we got ourselves tied up in this one. Yeah, Fimbo, we're with you either way. Whatever you want to do.
So you got like an innie or an outie?
What?
Braun,
What?
this is what you want to focus on.
I'm sorry, I've had a few flasks. I'm not right. I'm gonna go sit down at the campfire. And...
Go sit down.
Sit down before you fall down.
I might fall down, and then falls down face first into the soil, and takes one last drink, and then just lays there, rolls on his back, and just stares up into the sky.
You know, the upside of you being your stature is you don't have far to fall.
That's true. But I got a better tolerance.
And you hit hard.
Oh yeah, that's what got me here.
What time of day is it?
I'd say it's about magic hour, So it's, amber red sky. Sun's about
Okay.
almost at the horizon, getting there.
Fimble, you look like you could use a drink.
I just need some time.
Yeah, that too. Goes quicker with the drink, though.
Yeah. I grab the flask that Braun is falling asleep with.
Okay. Takes a little effort. He's got his clenches on it, but you're able to break it free.
And I just walk off away from the forest.
Yeah.
Always be wiping my
He'll
ass.
probably be fine.
I think he just needs to sort things out for themselves. But I will say,
Yeah, just 8 people going off alone.
well, surprised you all made it back. You met the Feywild Mother.
Me too.
And
Yeah, she's
apparently-
big.
Yeah. Well, apparently, they mentioned something about giving you some boons.
Yeah.
She waves her hand and does a soul reading and see the aura and magic surrounding you. Ah. It's truly magical. I mean, there's magic, and then there's this. You might
Hey, so if we're immune to poison, does that technically mean we're immune to getting drunk?
Well, you won't get alcohol poisoning if that's what you're asking. But yeah.
We can. It's a free
Don't
pass.
tell-
Drink as we
don't-
want tonight.
Don't tell Braun that.
Don't bring your real world logic into this fantasy
No.
game. What are you doing?
But like, I mean, she's right. We're immune to alcohol poisoning, so just don't tell Braun that, because then he'll just drink even heavier.
Look, you might be immune to poisoning, but you're not immune to hangovers. So keep that in mind.
I mean, sure. I'm not saying for me. Lila's not gonna drink again.
Well, last time didn't hurt you. It was the time before
No, not
that.
at all. Yeah.
No.
In fact, you look pretty cool doing it.
Is that like a rock puree? No.
Oh dear lord. Rock smoothie.
Yeah.
Isn't that just called cement? Cement slurry.
I gotta go.
We'll get back here.
Well, Fimble's gone to the forest now.
Yeah.
No, I went away from the forest. I'm off
Yeah.
in a field doing I'm doing the routines that Master Rohai taught me.
As you're doing those routines, you flash back throughout your life being with the mother in the forest, the way she tricked you, the way she messed with you, the times that she also bestowed you with gifts and little trinkets and showed you how to live amongst the creatures and everything inside the forest. So, yeah, you just get a flood of memories as you work on your moves. The tall grass sways with the wind, and a calmness settles over the field that you're in.
Don't get me wrong. I hate you. And I'm thankful for the good. When I return your heart, that will be the last time I see you.
So it shall be. I will honor that. I'm glad you found a new family. I know it's something that you wanted from the start. And if you're still looking for your real family, they're still in that town south of the forest, should you want to inquire about them. Goodbye, my child. Voice trails off with the wind.
Dirt. Drink from the flask.
Alright.
Parents are weird.
Been a very parental trauma heavy episode.
Yeah. Parents are very weird.
Ron looks up. Well, at least you know who yours are. All I get are shadows.
Right? That's the problem, is we know who they are. If we didn't know who they were, all the problems would be over.
It's just ghosts haunting my mind.
Yeah, well, we'll find more information about you, Braun, since
Yeah, we'll find
your
your
last name technically isn't Brass Balls.
Yeah, Braskval, yeah. Holds up one of the balls hanging from his beard and squints his eyes, trying to see if he can remember and read what the etchings on it. I have a sister. Well, whatever it is, it can wait. I think we got some time to just settle and be for a minute. I'm gonna take that time. I'm gonna go ahead and call it an early evening, and I'm gonna have my shadow do some surveilling around the area. Hope you'll find you all in better spirits tomorrow.
Let's hope so.
He stands up. Oh, I think I stood up a little too quick, and then just immediately falls on his back and passes out.
Patty.
Okay.
Well,
Fimble, are you back with the group?
No, that was me going already. Sorry.
and
Out of character.
Alex looks upon the group. Well, who's taking first watch?
Sure, I'll take first watch this time.
Alrighty. Well, bid you all for good evening. Her and Celia go off and into the carriage, where they have a little adjacent tent awning area. And she'll
Simple
start.
doesn't come back until the end of the first watch.
Alrighty. And Fimble, what are you up to? I mean, not Fimble, but Soulstar.
I would like to take second watch. So I
Okay.
guess I would see if Fimble comes back. Unless something happens between, first and second watch.
I'm going to roll to see what happens. All right, nothing. It was just a nice, calmful evening. Lila was left alone with her thoughts.
Yep. Oh, here's a good question. While we've been traversing through the forest, has my fox deemed to make its presence known?
I think your
You
fox
see-
has been revealed to actually be your mom.
we have
Your
revealed that my
mom.
fox. We have revealed that my fox has been a messenger of many a being. The Orion has spoken through through the fox. My mother, it is just an entity. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. It is a conduit. But
It's
either
a
way,
medieval cell phone.
pretty much.
You've
But
got
either
the
way, it's
texting
still-
tablet. The fox has been the iOS of the.
Is the fox gonna make the text green?
So that Mozilla Firefox. No.
Yep.
Yes.
But yeah, Lila's left alone with her own thoughts on a eventless evening.
Good, because she's probably distracted.
And Soulstar wakes up and goes to tag her out and to take the next few hours to guard and watch over the carriage and the group.
Yeah, now I would have noticed that Fimble is not yet with us, so I would like to do something for when they return. So I would like to prepare, a toast is a kind of sandwich. So I would like to prepare some toast with some apple slices and maybe some cinnamon sugar spread on top. Just a little
Alrighty.
breakfast for when they return.
You do so.
Yeah, I come back around the same time that you and Lila are switching.
Yeah.
So
No, I'll cook breakfast for you if you're back. You must be hungry.
I am. Thank you, Soulstar.
Yeah?
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, yeah. It's no problem. We're here for you, Fimble. Whatever you want to do. We got your back. Probably want to get some rest now. I'll keep watch.
Yeah, I'm actually really sore. I was training for like an hour or 2 hours. I don't know how time works.
Mhm. You look sweaty and tired. Yeah.
Go. I also personally need to go.
All right. So, and before everybody leaves real quick, Soulstar, as you make your rounds, an arrow hits the carriage holding a note.
Oh, damn.
Oh, it's holding a note. Wait.
And it's holding a note.
All right.
Should we
Still
read the
asleep.
note now or next time?
Yeah, I think you should read it now. It's a little cliffhanger.
Yeah, it's already a cliffhanger with a note. But okay, yeah, let's read the note. What's it say?
All right. Come alone. We have unfinished business. Just you and me. We're gonna settle this once and for all. And you know who this is. And with that, good night, everybody. See you next time on the Natural 1's TTRPG. Peace, love, and respect.